Well, Feeding San Diego continues to serve the community throughout the pandemic. Joining us with more on some upcoming food distribution events is the CEO of Feeding San Diego, Dan Shea. Dan, good morning. Great to talk to you again.
Good morning, Jason.
As I recall, you had a big event this past week. How did it go?
We did. We had about 1,100 or so families come through at Legoland. We loaded their cars up with food, and everybody was uplifted by it. It's really touching to watch these folks when they come in. They don't get out of their cars. All the volunteers load their cars up, and they're off and running within minutes. So it's pretty exciting.
One thing that I really find fascinating about your organization, and you used the term food rescue. I asked you this question last week because I think it's so important that people understand where the food comes from, and you just so diligent in making sure that nothing ends up in the landfill.
Yeah, that's an initiative that Feeding San Diego took on a number of years ago when it became clear that retail outlets have to get rid of food by a certain expiration date, which doesn't mean that it's gone bad. It's just that's the expiration date, but it can still be used. And we started going out and working with retailers, grocery chains, anybody that we could to pick up that food and get it to a place where it could be utilized before it went into a landfill. So not only is it helping to feed people, it's keeping the greenhouse gases to a minimum, which is a win-win for everyone.
So you had this event this past week at Legoland up in Carlsbad. Are you trying to hold these events throughout the county, or is it North County specific? How does that work?
No, we the previous 4 weeks to the one at Legoland, we had one each week at Pechanga Sports Arena, and that was targeted to the hospitality industry because they've been so hard hit. The one at Legoland was opened up to the general public. You have to dial into our website and register for it, but we plan on targeting every area of the county, whether it be Escondido, Ramona, East County, Chula Vista. We're still lining up places. We need large parking lots where 1,000 cars can line up, and we can stage the event safely and carefully, and with COVID in mind, social distancing. So we plan on doing one every week someplace in the county. People can dial into our website, which is feedingsandiego.org. Go to the Find the Food map and not only find where the big distributions are, they can find where a close pantry to them might be so they don't have to drive to a distribution.
That was my next question, and that's all. That information is all readily available on your website, correct?
It is. It is. We've got 300 and some agencies out there. We typically, for instance, deliver about 120,000 pounds a day to various agencies. And then we've added the large distribution, and before long we plan on adding a second one, so we have 2 a week going. But those distributions are, I'm going to say on average, are 50,000 pounds. The bulk of what we deliver on a daily basis is out to the agency partners. So we're going to keep increasing the big distributions until, things get back in order in the economy and people aren't in such a need.
All right, Dan Shea, we sure appreciate your time this morning, and we really appreciate all you do for people in need in our community.
Thanks. Appreciate it.